y'all, man. We got Ghost Rider, man. Midnight Suns and Doctor Strange 2. Announcement breakdown, man. Marvel's Phase 4. You know what I'm saying? Because Doctor Strange coming out that year, though. So I know there'll be a lot of news coming up, man, during the months of 2020, man. No, I say 2020, 2021. Yeah. But, yeah, though, man. But Ghost Rider ain't Doctor Strange, though. That's kind of interesting, right? That's kind of like a question mark, though. I don't know what they trying to do. But, yeah, but I like to see a Ghost Rider, though. But we ain't hear Ghost Rider since the other Ghost Rider, you know what I mean? So, yeah. But, yeah, let me know. And, yeah, sub my channel. Like, and, yeah, do everything. You feel me? Yeah. Let's get it.
How's it going, everybody? It's Warren. Welcome back to the Cosmic Wonder, where we talk all things Marvel and MCU. And today we have some pretty big and exciting news. Not that we haven't recently, because the whole MCU right now is...
Oh, so they got their own show, Ghost Rider, because Ghost Rider lit, though. Ghost Rider lit. Okay.
Is pretty exciting, but today we have a report that is stating that Ghost Rider is going to be coming to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and he's going to be in...
So they got Blake, and now they got Ghost Rider? Damn, they want everybody to be Marvels. Okay.
Train the Marvel Cinematic.
I don't know how this shit simulate to, you know what I mean, Marvels. But you know how Marvels is. They gonna make it somehow, you know what I'm saying, like a storyline. Like I said, all the movies like a storyline. So some way, somehow though, this right here, it's gonna be similar to some other Marvels movie that we saw previous. You feel me, man? Okay.
Universe in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. And this has huge implications for the MCU, including the formation of the Midnight Suns, a group that I know a lot of people have been waiting for to enter the MCU. And we'll dive into it, but first, please give me a minute to thank Noom for sponsoring this video. To Noom for sponsoring today's video. Now, I've actually used Noom before they sponsored this video. On my fitness journey on trying to become bigger than The Rock himself, I've run into a few snags. And that's primarily food and losing weight. But Noom has actually been helping me lose weight. In fact, in the first week, I lost a few pounds. And that's because Noom isn't just about what you eat, but it's also about the psychology of how you eat. And that's why Noom is a huge disruptor in the healthcare industry right now, because it uses CBT, or cognitive behavioral therapy, and psychology for preventative measures. Preventative measures meaning you want to lose weight, but you keep splurging for ice cream at 2 a.m. Noom can help prevent that. Noom works to change your psychology of how you eat and educate you on healthy eating habits. It also offers a food and exercise tracker, a personal goal specialist, and group chat support. And if you want to pay a little extra, they offer meal plans and exercise plans. So take your free 30-second quiz using the link that you see here and in the description down below, and be sure to follow Noom on social media. So today's report about Ghost Rider entering the MCU is coming from that #show.com in an exclusive report. In this report, they state that they can exclusively confirm that Ghost Rider is coming to the MCU. When the rights to the character reverted, Marvel had to decide what to do with the character. So they go on to ask the question, how does Johnny Blaze fit into the MCU? In which they state, I've seen concept art from Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness that shows Ghost Rider. From what I've seen and heard, it'll be a cameo at best, but considering Multiverse of Madness is exploring the multiverse and will have horror elements, a cameo will fit in with the movie while not distracting too much from the rest of the film. Now, they end the report by stating that Marvel is not going to bring back Gabriel Luna for the role of Ghost Rider, which can be pretty disappointing to some fans, but they also end it by stating that look out for this weekend because they're going to drop even bigger news involving Ghost Rider.
Oh, okay. Bet. Man, Marvel's going stupid.
So we'll get more information over the weekend, hopefully. But let's talk about what this means and talk about who could play Ghost Rider in the Marvel Cinematic Universe and what Ghost Rider being in the MCU actually means for the future. Because I believe that Ghost Rider and Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is actually the start of something pretty great. First of all, we do know that Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is supposed to be some type of Marvel horror film. Now, it's obviously not going to be too over the top.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's Marvel. They ain't gonna make it too crazy. Because they gotta make that bit. Wait, any Marvels is like PG-13 for Marvels? Or like, this could be the first rated R movie they made. Oh, am I wrong? Let me know in the comments though. But a lot of movies is PG-13 or some shit. I don't know. But y'all know what I'm talking about. Marvel's not gonna make it too bloody and all that other shit. I mean, they make it bloody, but you know what I'm talking about, like not too extreme.
Expect it to be rated R because I'm pretty sure it's going to be PG-13.
Hey, they made it rated R. That's probably the first time though.
After all, that's why Marvel parted ways with the original director Scott Derrickson, because he really wanted it to be horror. But Kevin Feige, the president of Marvel Studios, stepped in and said that's not what Marvel really is. We can do horror aspects in the film, but it's not going to be a full-out horror film. But with the horror aspects, Johnny Blaze, Ghost Rider, would be perfect. And I don't want to start with the rumors already, but we all know how Johnny Blaze gets his powers, right? In order to save the life of his father, he agrees to give his soul to Satan, who is later on revealed to be an archdemon, the one and only Mephisto. Like I said, we won't dive into it, but Loki is Mephisto, confirmed. End of story. Goodbye. Now, Multiverse of Madness is obviously going to explore the
and ties up. Okay, I see the connections. You know what I mean?
multiverse. So this Ghost Rider could actually be from a different universe, and the report did state that it is going to be a cameo. But Ghost Rider is a massive character. Marvel isn't just going to bring him into one film to have him cameo for a few seconds or something like that, and then never show him again. And a part of the report does mention that even though Ghost Rider is going to appear in this film and could appear in other films, he could go on to get his own film as well. So clearly Marvel has plans for Ghost Rider, which means he's most likely sticking around in our MCU. Now the story for him probably isn't going to be that big. It's just a cameo, but perhaps we'll get a tiny bit of an explanation, or maybe he's simply used for the horror aspect. Of the film. At this point, we don't know. However, Kevin Feige did mention that he has been meeting with Keanu Reeves for each Marvel movie they have coming out. Each Marvel project that they have, they talk to Keanu Reeves and see if there's a part for him.
I ain't gonna lie, he a good actor for this role. For Ghost Rider, Ghost Rider, man, he a definitely good actor. No cap.
Obviously, they haven't come up with something yet, at least that we know of, but there were rumors before of him possibly playing Ghost Rider, and I think Keanu would be a perfect fit. I know a lot of people really want him to play Wolverine, but he's a little bit too old to play Wolverine. However, the dude is basically Ghost Rider in real life. He's a super cool guy who rides motorcycles all the time. I mean, he actually founded and owns ARC Motorcycles. If you're looking for a bad A guy that rides a motorcycle and has a skull on fire, Keanu Reeves could be the perfect fit for this character. But that's my personal opinion. Who do you think would play a very good Ghost Rider? Tell me your thoughts in the comments down below. Now, one of the biggest things for me about Ghost Rider entering the MCU is the formation of the Midnight Suns. It looks like Marvel is sort of planning their own little monsterverse inside of the MCU. And no, I'm not talking about like Godzilla vs. Kong. I'm talking like actual monsters and vampires, the kind that Blade hunts down and kills. Marvel has announced a Blade project coming in probably in Marvel's Phase 5, while at the same time we have Moon Knight coming, and then we have...
I ain't see this though. Marvel Knights, Moon Knight, Punisher, Mobius. Mobius.
Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, which is going to be introducing some demons into the MCU, and it looks like Ghost Rider. And right there, we already have 4 members of the Midnight Suns. We have Doctor Strange, Blade, Ghost Rider, and Moon Knight. And if they introduce Elsa Bloodstone in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, which they are rumored to do, she can be a part of the Midnight Suns as well. And the introduction of this group could be very necessary because of the Darkhold, the book that was introduced in WandaVision. The Midnight Suns have a pretty big history with the Darkhold and its pages. And
we need to talk about your balls. Are they smooth or covered?
Guess what's going to be in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness? The Darkhold. At the end of WandaVision, spoiler alert if you haven't seen the finale yet, Wanda has the Dark...
Nah, by this time, you should have been saw the finale though, but sometimes people don't watch shows like that, so they probably didn't. But by this time, no, we almost in June. You should have been watch that bitch, folks.
And she's learning from it, and it looks like she's become pretty powerful. And we know that she's going to be a main character in Multiverse of Madness, which means the Darkhold is going to be in the film.
Yeah, of course gonna be Darkhold, because she knows now she trained, yeah. Hey, Doctor Strange gonna be that shit. Doctor Strange gonna be that shit next year, though. No cap. It's gonna be that shit. It's gonna be that shit. I'm telling you now, it's gonna be that shit. No cap.
Could play a prominent part. In fact, it could be responsible for unleashing some unspeakable evil that is mentioned to be in the film, and especially if it gets into Mordo's hands, who is confirmed to be returning, it's going to be doing some damage. In fact, right now we're kind of unsure of how the multiverse really got thrown into madness. It appears that the multiverse is going to be kind of broken before we actually get into Doctor Strange 2 because of Spider-Man No Way Home. We're going to see the multiverse in that movie.
That's what I'm saying, though. Spider-Man gonna set up for Doctor Strange 2. And they said that too, yeah. It's gonna set up. So when you watch Spider-Man, it's all connected though. Spider-Man gonna set up for Doctor Strange 2. And when you see Spider-Man, then next year, then Doctor Strange, you know what I mean? So it's all connected though. So yeah.
So clearly the effects aren't coming directly from the events in Doctor Strange. The blip, or the snap, could have been what caused the multiverse to kind of start to tear. That, combined with some pretty powerful magic that can alter reality, could definitely send the universe spiraling into madness. And it's probably not all going to be fixed in Doctor Strange. Maybe a huge world-shattering threat could be fixed in the film, but there are probably going to be other threats that are still out there in the universe, which are going to have to be taken care of. Enter the Midnight Suns, the team that comes in and does the dirty work, taking out demons, taking out vampires, monsters. Hopefully we have Keanu Reeves on a motorcycle with his skull on fire. But regardless, I am definitely excited for the introduction of Ghost Rider and the start of the Midnight Suns. We're getting a lot closer with Blade and Moon Knight, and then we're going to be getting Ghost Rider and Multiverse of Madness. So be sure to let me know what you think about this in the comments down below, and let me know who you think would play a good Ghost Rider. Don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the latest MCU news, and so you can enter my Stormbreaker giveaway. Details in the description down below. Don't forget to like the video, and for live updates you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter.
Alright. But yeah though, man. Yeah, who gonna be the Ghost? I think him gonna be the perfect fit though. It's my X-Men. Nah, I'll say Ghost Rider perfect fit. I ain't gonna say X-Men. X-Men, if they do reboot X-Men and shit, it needs somebody younger. You feel me? So they could, you know, stay in the, they you know what I mean? They roll for a minute and not just have an older motherfucker. You get an older motherfucker, they gonna be there for this one movie. Premieres it though, you know what I mean? So they have a young Wolverine. You know what I'm saying? Well, some people say he might come back as a Wolverine. I don't think so. I mean, he died. Not him. You know, about his character died. You know what I'm saying? Logan. You know what I mean? That movie. So I heard about Logan too, but I think it's like a fan art or some shit. I don't know, man. But yeah, who excited, man? I know I'm excited for Doctor Strange too. I'm excited for. You know what I mean? It's gonna be that shit. Like I said, I tell y'all, it's gonna be that shit for. You feel me, man? But yeah. But hey, that'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. We got Ghost Rider though. I ain't seen that movie for a minute. But that'd be crazy though. They do that. You know what I mean? But I don't know if Mars is that dark though. You feel me? They could go dark. I see some dark moments though. Feel me? With WandaVision. But they ain't go that dark though. You know what I'm saying? Like they ain't go that dark though. You feel me? Hell nah. But if they do, then I'll be surprised. You feel me? Or shocked. I know everybody else I'll be surprised and shocked. Because I know Marvel says they go dark, but not too dark. You know what I mean? So yeah. But yeah, if you like, man, so my channel, hit the bell for new. And if there's any questions, man, let me know in the comments. I miss y'all motherfuckers, man. Real talk, I do. And yeah, man, I know I missed one day. I know YouTube world is like 5 days I miss. You know, but I only miss one day though. But yeah, if you like, so my channel, y'all, I'm out. Alright, peace.